What's going on YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about Challenge of the Super Sons number 9. That's right, we are still continuing with the Challenge of the Super Sons stuff. I believe it's going to go up to 14 digital issues, and I think there's going to be 7 in print. So let's go ahead and talk about this week's issue. So for the next couple weeks, until this series comes to an end, I'll be covering every issue because, well, I just love the Super Sons. They're one of my favorite comic book duos. Love the original series the best. Adventures was pretty fun, and this is fun too, but I feel like once John was aged up and a lot of stuff kind of happened like at different points in continuity and not in the present, it kind of took the steam out of the series. Sure, these are lighthearted, sure the artwork is nice, sure the humor is on point, but man, it would really benefit if this was in the present timeline, but sadly, I don't see that happening anytime soon. And man, I also hope that Tomasi gets to be put on some sort of book too, because I don't see him on anything in the solicitations through June. So hopefully he gets to be put on something pretty good, because the fact that he's not is disappointing. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about this thing. This one was written by Peter J. Tomasi, one of DC Comics' best writers, who should be on more titles, but sadly isn't right now. Art by Max Rainer, very nice looking artwork. Colors by Luis Guerrero, letters by Rob Leigh, cover artists Rainer and Guerrero, associate editor Dave Wielgos, editor Paul Kaminsky. So yeah, so this one is basically kind of the same stuff we've kind of seen with a lot of the other issues. Super Sons have to go around and save a member of the Justice League. Last time it was Cyborg, this time it is Aquaman. And there's some humorous moments in between, and then they could check another list off the Doom Scroll. That's pretty much most of the series in a nutshell, just kind of putting the Super Sons in various scenarios, saving the Justice League heroes without them kind of realizing it. So this time around, they got to save Aquaman from what turns out to be a giant KRAKEN thing. We come to find out that they planted some sort of fear toxin in the water to make Aquaman afraid, as a means to keep him safe from the area. And of course, there's little hilarity ensues. Like, you can kind of see that, again, this is a very funny series. Damian just kind of doing his thing, John just looking in the background, and you see John getting taken by like some KRAKEN. Damian, of course, has his witty comments. He's like, I gotta save my sidekick, instead of just calling him his friend, partner, or whatever. Stuff like that. Aquaman, of course, was trying to recover from his thing. The Super Sons do their thing to stop the little KRAKEN, and of course, they end up doing so. Aquaman sees the KRAKEN here, they capture it, and that's pretty much the issue in a nutshell. Like, John's like, well, at least some of it's still alive, and Damian's like, oh, goody, the killer KRAKEN will live another day. They kind of do their thing, little bit of jokes here and there, and they're like, okay, next on the list is going to be, Batman and Superman. At least that's what they think. But it turns out the next people on the Doom Scroll are Robin and Superboy. So that's basically where the issue ends. Now things are starting to get more interesting. Yeah, it's fun watching them save the Justice League heroes, but like, I'm kind of waiting for the series to kind of change up the plot a little bit, because we've traveled through time. This kind of jumps a little bit all over the place in terms of that. We didn't get to spend enough time with their friend Rora, who just kind of disappeared. And we didn't really get enough time spent with like the origins of the Doom Scroll and the spell pass. I'm hoping that all changes in hindsight when the final issue comes out, because when the final issue comes out, I will reread like every issue just to see like how it all ends. I believe this ends at issue 14. But yeah, I am like excited to see where it goes from here. This was a fine issue, nothing all that like grand or epic or anything like that. It's just kind of the Super Sons doing their same old shtick, but it's the Super Sons. The artwork is nice, the colors are very warming. There's certainly like the jokes and humor in this one, like there is in the other stuff. So if that's what you're looking for, you're gonna find it in Challenge of the Super Sons number 9. It's not gonna rewrite, it's not going to change the game, is what I'm saying. Like, it's just kind of a fun, lighthearted issue, just basically like everything else in Challenge of the Super Sons. But I am hoping like the plot starts to get a little bit more interesting, because again, this is just kind of the same things. Like, they go on a Doom Scroll, they save somebody. They go on a Doom Scroll, they save the next person. I'm waiting for some like big plot twists or changes or anything kind of exciting in that regard. So, but I have faith. If not, I'm still going to get some lighthearted, fun adventures with the Super Sons. So at least that's good enough for me. But man, I would really like a Super Sons series set in the present timeline. I know John's been aged up and he's just not an interesting character anymore like he used to be, but I'm hoping for some exciting things to just happen with these characters. The Robin book comes out next month. Tomorrow I will be covering the Detective Comics issue, and I believe I'll also be covering Teen Titans Academy. So look forward to those two videos this week. I've also got some other videos I'm planning, so be sure to check out the channel for that. I want to cover some of the MonsterVerse comics, so I'll be working to get those out this week if I can. So anyways, that's all I have to say for right now. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Comment your thoughts down below, like this video, share with your friends, subscribe for more content, and as always, take care now, bye bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.